You're listening to the John and Heidi Show, now featuring the wit and wisdom of Dan Farris.
Okay, dudes, let's walk this sucker.
On Sunny 93.3.
Time now for the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Farris. It is brought to you by SiouxEmpireJobs.com. Good Wednesday to you, Dan. How you doing?
It's Wednesday. Happy St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah,
I love St. Patrick's Day.
Fantastic.
Wine covered in head to toe in green.
There you go. Let's see. Who's born this day? John Wayne Gacy.
Oh, yeah, I've heard him.
Very famous serial killer.
Yes, he is.
Responsible for, 33?
Something like that.
Yeah, and he did a sideline as like a clown at parties and stuff like that. And the buzz is Stephen King's It came from
Yeah, I could see that.
How about that? One of my all-time favorite singers, just a voice unbelievable, Nat King Cole.
Oh, I agree.
Yeah, very beautiful voice.
Amazing. And love this guy, actor Kurt Russell. Turned 70
I love
today.
Kurt, too. Heck of a guy.
I would have never thought of him as Santa
Great
Claus.
actor.
But he was in a
he's
movie
phenomenal.
this last year as Santa Claus, and he did a great job.
Because he's an actor.
He's fantastic.
Loved him in Tombstone. I still watch that movie every time it comes on. And also he was in Guardians of the Galaxy 2.
He was in Hateful Eight as well.
He was in a lot. He's been
In the Hateful Eight, there's a
film.
scene where he breaks a guitar, and it turns out it was an actual, real, like 100-and-some-year-old, very, very valuable guitar. It was supposed to be a prop, but he smashed the real one, and that's in the movie. Crazy stuff.
Thanks, John. Wow. Can't believe he's never got an Academy Award for Snake Plissken. Yep, it is St. Patrick's Day today, in case you don't know, made official Christian feast day in the early 17th century. And the day actually marks the death of the foremost saint of Ireland, St. Patrick. Nice. 1845, this was a game changer. The rubber band is patented out of London by Stephen Perry. This would go on to front for a band called Journey. And in 1965, the Beatles announce, and the world was on the edge of their theater chairs, the Beatles announce, this day 65, the title of their film, 8 Arms to Hold On to You.
Oh.
It would actually be released as Help.
Oh, yeah. Somebody convinced them that's a dumb title.
Yeah, 8 Arms to Hold On to You. Hey, John Paul, how about Help? That'd be good. Because that's like the title song and stuff. That'd be great. Okay. So there you go. I know, you know, we all know. We can just forge ahead.
We'll do that. It's the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Farris, brought to you by SiouxEmpireJobs.com.
Do you have a credit card? Is it a pretty good one? Here's how you can tell. Take the details of your current card, the interest rates, points, and perks, and compare them for free to the available offers at BetterCreditCards.com. If we can offer you a better credit card, it could save you money every month. This will literally cost you nothing, and it could help you save money. Even if you don't have a credit card right now, you can still check it out at BetterCreditCards.com. Do it today. BetterCreditCards.com. That's BetterCreditCards.com.
Thank you for listening this morning. We are like day 6 into the missing whereabouts. I don't know if it's maybe not quite that long, but we have no idea where Ranger Dan is. So either of you got emails or phone calls or anything?
Not a peep.
So we're until we have the safe return. There's been no ransom note because somebody said, was he kidnapped? But I didn't get a ransom. Did you guys get a ransom note?
He had mentioned, was it last Friday? He was thinking about maybe going seeing friends he has just south of Vermilion.
Yeah, in Guadalajara, Mexico.
Which is just south of Vermilion.
It sure is.
He's not wrong.
Well, until Ranger Dan moseys back this way, we are going to have another best of. So here's one of my favorites. Thanks for listening on a Wednesday.
Well, I'm rough, tough, and ready. I'm a heck of a man. Eat my beans and weenies from a frying pan.
He's Ranger Dan.
Easy. I'm Ranger Dan. Well, I loves to wrestle bears and lasso ducks, run over possums in my government truck.
He's Ranger Dan.
Easy. I'm Ranger Dan. Well, I loves all the campers and the animals too. If you're picking on critters, I'm coming after you.
He's Ranger Dan.
Yes, sir. I'm Ranger Dan.
Good morning, Ranger Dan.
Good morning, Ranger Dan.
Top of the mark. We want to go down this Irish road one more
that's
time.
right. Yeah. Good morning to you, Ranger Dan.
Here a little Bailey's or coffee.
Yeah, I think you were right the first time.
Well, we're looking down the barrel of another St. Patty's Day coming up, and started a little special segment yesterday that went horribly wrong, and I said to myself, can't do any worse today, so let's take another shot. I mean that literally.
I did take a shot.
Little radio rangers, little radio leprechaun rangers gather on radio. Oh, Ranger O'Danny going to lay a little critter knowledge on you, but very specific critter knowledge from the great Isle of Ireland, and critters indigenous to that fine green isle. Today we're talking about the natterjack. What's a natterjack? Happens to be a toad. Glad you asked. The natterjack toad?
Toad?
Yes, indigenous to the island of Ireland, and that toad is far smaller than the more widespread common toad of North America, known as the, are you ready? This is fun, the bufo.
Oh.
Say it with me. Bufo.
It is fun to say.
Natterjack toads exhibit a thin, bold yellow stripe down the middle of their back and have notably shorter legs than your usual North American toad. And believe it or not, little radio leprechaun rangers, they walk rather than hop.
Oh, really?
Yep, think well along the lines of a testicle with legs. Or don't. It's totally up to
I
you.
would rather not.
Now, the natterjack gets its common name from the loud rasping call made by the male in spring. In fact, in spring on warm, still nights, the adult male natterjacks gather around the breeding pools and emit a rasping call. The louder the call, the more chance they have of attracting a female. In fact, the natterjack's male mating call can be heard up to a mile away.
Oh, wow.
Really?
It's a lot like my Uncle Stump when he's laying in the hot tub up to his eyeballs in Plaps Blue Ribbon. That's all the time we have for today, little radio leprechaun rangers. I'll tell you what, you know the drill. Stay in school, go to church, long as Catholic or Protestant. Eat vegetables. Don't bite out, let me get you wearing Crocs. This is Ranger O'Danny. Out! Say it with me. Yes, sir.
I really need to quit drinking.
I really need to give up drugs.
It's not going to be easy, but we'd love to help. Addiction can drive away those who love you the most, and addiction can lead to the loss of jobs, relationships, and even your life. Don't let addiction tear your life apart anymore. Get the help you need to defeat addiction and put the pieces back together in your life. Learn more at timeforrehab.com. We want to help. Timeforrehab.com. That's timeforrehab.com.
Time now for the morning coffee break, brought to you by Kaladi's Bistro on the corner of 26th and Minnesota Avenue in Sioux Falls, and it is a Wednesday. You got a name for us over there?
I sure do.
All right.
Yeah, well, let me stretch here. Oh, boy. You know, as you get older, you get shorter.
Do you really?
Yeah, I'm about 4'9" now. $20 gift card from Kaladi's Bistro to, ladies and gentlemen, Sean Roberts.
Hey, I know Sean. Awesome.
Sean, you know, originally hails from Anaheim, California.
That's awesome.
So he probably counts his blessings every day waking up in South Dakota.
Yeah, that's a good thing.
I know.
Sean is a DJ as well. He does like weddings and stuff. Nice dude.
Okay,
Super
well,
nice
there
dude.
you go. Yeah, he's got
Congratulations.
Yes, congratulations for sure.
$20 to lay out at Kalani's Bistro, which is nice. This is St. Patrick's Day today, and this is used to really love this thing. 2 years in a row now. In case you're wondering, in case you have not heard, there is no parade in Sioux Falls today.
Yeah, that's too bad.
Patrick's parade got kiboshed again, but according to the powers that be, we're already planning a really big one for next year.
Nice.
Yeah, this thing's been going on, almost a little over 30 years now. I've actually had the honor of being in, 4 or 5 of them. And actually broadcasting, emceeing one years ago, too. Emceeing a parade, it's not as easy as you think.
No. Well, here's the thing that's amazing to me. Every time I've ever done that, you'd think they're all in order, and you just read the pages in order. How do these floats get mixed up? Always happens, though, don't they?
They get out of order.
Like coming up next, we have the marching band. They're like, John, that's the Wienermobile. I don't care. It's the marching band on my list. You should have put the marching band in front of the Wienermobile.
So there's still some things going on. I'll just give a shout out because they've been good friends of mine forever. In case you're wondering, this morning the Cartwright brothers are firing up at Shenanigans Pub.
Are they doing it?
Which is annual. Yeah, that is still going on. They've been doing that for years. And they're going to take a little break and they'll be downtown at Pave later on this afternoon.
That's cool.
Cartwrights, Mark and Jeff, great guys, been doing it a long time. It's a great show and a terrific way to break in the day if that's what you want to do. So.
Absolutely.
In the meantime, hey, be safe out there if you're celebrating. That's all there is to it.
Yeah, please do.
Right.
And if you are participating in the old green beer relays and all the different green beer things, be sure to have a designated driver. I mean, if you're going to be drinking, don't be driving. If you're going to be driving, don't be drinking. Those two things do not mix. So coming up here in a moment, we've got some entertainment news to get to. We got some good news on the way as well. Actually, since it's Wednesday, we've got Back to the Basics in Healthcare coming up. That's on the way. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Farris. Our morning coffee break brought to you by Kaladi's Bistro on the corner of 26th and Minnesota Avenue in Sioux Falls. If you could do something today that could save someone's life, would you do it? If it didn't cost you a dime and only took a little time and could literally save a life, would you do it? Can you believe that only 3% of people say yes to this? How's that possible? That's the real percentage of people who give blood. It's something you can do whether you're a millionaire, middle class, or completely poor. There's no fee and it's easy to do. And you can literally save a life. Let's roll up our sleeves and make a difference. Give blood. We can do better than 3%. Learn more at redcrossblood.org. Time now for Back to the Basics in Healthcare with Balanced Life Chiropractic. I've got Dr. Harley with me. How you doing?
Doing great. How are you this morning, John?
I am fantastic. Now, you've got a lot of different things that we could talk about, but let's talk a little bit about headaches, because that's something that I bet every person listening right now has experienced a headache once or twice in their life. And chiropractic is something that can really help ease that, can it?
Yeah, that's one of our, I guess, big things that we help with. I know we touched on it last week a little bit just due to COVID, but a lot of people, they have headaches from every single day. There's so many things that cause it anymore, stress at work. Well, visual eye strain is a big one anymore. How often are you not on a screen between your phone, your computer at work, your computer at home, your TV at home? There's a lot of things that can help with that eye strain. Definitely talk to your eye doctors. Or if you don't go to the eye doctor because you have perfect vision, you can look into something like blue light. There's a lot of science and studies on that you can get like a blue light blocking lenses that are like non-prescription that can help with that. Other things that cause headaches, water. How's your water intake? When people have a lot of headaches, that's like the first thing I ask them. Are you drinking a lot of water? How about you, John? Do you drink enough water? Not nearly enough water, but I'm going to work on it. Yeah, I say you should be drinking about half your body weight in ounces. Now, for some of the bigger people, that's a lot of water. So that is a lot of water. So definitely focusing more on at least 8-ounce glasses. That's about 64 ounces. Somewhere in there usually is pretty good. Yeah, that's half my body weight. Okay, that's more like a quarter. But yeah, that's definitely a big one. There's other things as well that cause allergies. Is definitely getting to that allergy season right now with the pollens and all of that starting to thaw out. So definitely talking to your doctor about what they can do to help with that. Now, what if none of those things are helping? What else is causing my headaches? Well, you could be having just a lot of muscle tension. If your spine is starting to get out of alignment, if you're always looking down at your phone or poor posture at your computer, that's going to start to affect the curves in your neck. Well, that's going to put stress and strain on those big neck muscles, even your trap muscles. So a lot of people get what's called a tension headache. Starts in the shoulders, go up to the base of the skull, and wraps all the way up and around. I can certainly relate to that. I know that's something we're working on, is helping you with that. So definitely that's something that's easy to adjust with chiropractic, is we just make sure that those bones are moving and helping those muscles relax. That takes a lot of that stress and strain off of your neck. That's going to reduce a lot of those tension headaches. So and it absolutely works. I can tell you that for sure. Yeah, and not just headaches, but migraines. What if somebody gets migraines all the time? Oh, what's happening is there's a lot of buildup of pressure into the base of your head that causes a buildup of fluids up into your brain. Well, migraines are more chemical in nature, so that's something that those adjustments help unlock a lot of that pressure, helping drain all of that fluid up in the brain. It's going to help get rid of those migraines. That's awesome. Now, if people would like to know more, they can reach out to you through your website. They can give you a phone call. But there's also an opportunity this month. You've got something coming up this weekend. The Sioux Empire Arts and Crafts Show is coming up this weekend. And will you be at the event that whole time? Or? Yep. Between me and my office manager and my chiropractic assistant, we'll all be out there at some point throughout the day. That's going to be out at the fairgrounds. And I see that as this Friday and this Saturday. The 19th and the 20th. And then again, on Sunday, you guys have stuff going on as well, the Sioux Falls Bridal Show. And that sounds like another great place to go and chat with Dr. Harley and the crew here. Yeah, we really enjoy doing those bridal shows. We get to meet a lot of younger people, that helping them with a lot of their issues before they get to a point where nothing's really helping. It's great fun to being out at those. And I know I'll definitely be out there on Sunday for that bridal show. Well, thank you again for taking the time to chat with us today. It's been a pleasure, John. It is Back to the Basics in Healthcare from Balanced Life Chiropractic. You can reach out and talk to Dr. Harley, and we visit with her here every Wellness Wednesday. Thanks for listening.
Do you have a credit card? Is it a pretty good one? Here's how you can tell. Take the details of your current card, the interest rates, points, and perks, and compare them for free to the available offers at bettercreditcards.com. If we can offer you a better credit card, it could save you money every month. This will literally cost you nothing, and it could help you save save money. Even if you don't have a credit card right now, you can still check it out at bettercreditcards.com. Do it today. bettercreditcards.com. That's bettercreditcards.com.
Time now for entertainment news of the day with Mr. Dan Farris.
Celebrities are so fine. You it's overwhelming.
You're out of Dan.
No, it's so overwhelming.
Oh, what's that?
So many things you can watch and so many ways to watch it.
Oh, yeah.
So much going on.
We're connected world, Dan.
It's like, well, that's just a reboot and that's just a remake or that's just a rerun, whatever. There are any new ideas out there. There's stuff in production right now, an actual series, just being referred to as First Lady.
Oh.
Which is going to be based in true history and going to be like little documentaries, but all acted out by people you know about First Ladies. For instance, coming up, Michelle Pfeiffer is going to be Betty Ford.
Okay.
Gerald Ford's presidency.
Sure, yeah. Okay.
That's a pretty big name.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
And Dakota Fanning has just signed on to play Susan Ford.
I haven't seen Dakota in anything
Me neither.
for years.
She was so darn adorable when she was a kiddo.
Was.
Our son is about the same age, and he kind of had the hots for her.
Oh, yeah.
Really?
I think lots of little boys did.
He's like, I'd like to tuck that in at night.
Well, Dakota's 27 years of age now and will be portraying the only daughter of former President Gerald Ford and his wife, Betty. Gerald, of course, probably most famous for being a really good football player for Michigan.
Didn't wear a helmet.
Falling down a lot. And Betty, of course, she was kind of a little booze hound.
She's falling down a little herself, is what you're saying.
Herself a great little clinic, and that's all there is to that. So, and back then, Susan, growing up in the White House, the kid, apparently was always trying to convince Jerry to be far more progressive.
Oh, be more hip, Dad.
So, yeah, and this series might be interesting. I don't know, might not, but it got some heavy hitters on board.
Do you have a favorite First Lady?
Oh, boy. I liked George's wife, Laura Bush, and Melania. I would take her out to soup any day of the week.
Out to soup.
Who says
and
that?
I think she
I just
enjoy
did, John.
that.
Yeah.
I would say, do you enjoy soup?
Would you like to go get some soup?
And in that little accent, she'd say, yes, I do. Or perhaps a different accent.
I didn't even know you had an Irish accent in you there.
And then we'd enjoy a bowl of soup. And
it would be a lovely time.
Yeah, and the Secret Service would beat me half to death, and we'd call it a day.
That would be, I'd watch the video. So, Heidi, do you have a favorite First Lady?
I really did love Nancy Reagan.
Yeah, kind of growing up, we both grew up with Nancy Reagan.
And I do love Melania. I'll very happily say I loved Melania Trump.
The one that I would like to see in this First Lady, I would watch the episode for sure of Dolly Madison. We just mentioned, I think yesterday was James Madison's birthday.
Correct, yeah.
And Dolly Madison was just an amazing First Lady, and she's very funny. She was kind of boisterous, and I would love to see, so hopefully when they have that episode, we'll get a chance to check it out, because that would be a fun one. So I don't know that I can say she's my favorite, but boy, she's right up there.
Well, it's got to be a tough gig, too, you know?
Oh, yeah.
So in the spotlight, So.
Absolutely. Well, Dan, thank you for that update, sir.
My pleasure, John.
It is the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Mr. Dan Farris, and it's brought to you by ShopLocal,
I really need to give up drugs.
I really need to quit drinking.
It's not going to be easy, but we'd love to help. Addiction can drive away those who love you the most, and addiction can lead to the loss of jobs, relationships, and even your life. Don't let addiction tear your life apart anymore. Get the help you need to defeat addiction and put the pieces back together in your life. Learn more at timeforrehab.com. We want to help. Timeforrehab.com. That's timeforrehab.com.
Here's your Market Beat Minute for Wednesday, March 17th, 2021. The U.S. stock market closed mixed on Tuesday, echoing a sentiment felt by many traders. While there are plenty of reasons to be bullish on the stock market in 2021, the indices are ripe for a correction. The biggest risk now is the FOMC, and the committee is scheduled to release its statement this week. If the FOMC raises fears of inflation, it could very well spark a sustained sell-off in stocks. Rising interest rates means better yields on bonds than the average S&P 500 stock, and bonds are an attractive asset class for risk-averse investors. Weaker than expected economic data played a part in Tuesday's action. The retail sales and industrial production figures both came in well below their consensus forecasts. The caveat for investors is that 1 month of data does not make a trend. These figures should pick up again as the spring season unfolds. You can get the inside track from Wall Street's brightest minds delivered directly to your inbox every day at marketbeatminute.com.